As you guys can probably tell from the title, this video is going to be about my Coleto pens. I'm just going to kind of share with you my opinions, my first impressions, just my kind of experience with them, I suppose. I know that I was kind of late to the party with them. They are very well known in the stationery community. I've been wanting to get my hands on one for a while. The first I heard about them was probably last summer. Summer 2014, and that was when I first kind of really got into my planners. Where there was talk of planners, there was talk of planner accessories and pens and all of that stuff, so I did have these in one of my monthly favourites videos, but I thought I'd do a separate video just kind of targeting the pens themselves. So yeah, the first ones I got were these ones. These are from the Earth collection. I got these on Cult Pens. They had all the different barrels on there, and they had the barrels and refills on offer, so I thought I might as well grab them whilst I can. So I picked a couple of barrels that I like the look of. There was also a green and purple one, which it just didn't really interest me, so I got these three instead. I then got this one, which again I got it from Cult Pens. I wanted a white pen because the planner I was using at the time didn't really go with these pens, so I thought that having a white pen would actually be really handy because it kind of goes with any colour planner. This one was a little bit more expensive. It's kind of smarter looking. Then I got these I got them separately. I found them, there's a seller on eBay who sells them. I'm not sure when this range came out. These are obviously different designs. They're nothing to do with the Earth collection. Yeah, my Coleto history isn't quite on point, so I don't know when these were released. Yeah, I found them on eBay. There was an eBay seller in Japan. I will leave a link to them in the description. They also sell the Earth collection as well, which isn't available on Cult Pens anymore. So yeah, I'll leave a link to them below. I don't know how many pens they have for sale. They do keep restocking them, but I don't think they're a shop. They're kind of just a seller. All the sellers that I came across from the UK were just selling the kind of pink and blue transparent barrels. There wasn't any pattern on them at all, but I really love the kind of pattern barrels. Before finding these, I always preferred my handwriting in inkier pens, like when I've been writing with ink pens, but I would always smudge it and that would put me off completely, so I got used to writing with biro for so long. So when I ended up buying the refills for these on Cult Pens, there was the option of 0.5 and 0.4 nibs. I had no practice with writing with that size of pen before. I bought a few of both because I wanted to try them out, and I absolutely loved them. The ink dries really quickly. I've worked out that they kind of touch dry quickly. They still take a little longer to completely dry because I've tried highlighters over the top of them, and unless I wait, it does tend to smudge it a little bit. I have tried it when the ink is completely dry and highlighted over something, and it's fine. It doesn't smudge, which I don't mind. It's the initial drying time that I am really bothered about. I have found I prefer writing with a 0.4 nib. I know that the point of the Coleto is that you can have different colours on the go, but I actually quite like having the same colour and the same size refills. At the moment I don't really use lots of different colours, but it is nice to have the option for if I'm travelling or going somewhere and I don't want to take a whole pencil case of different coloured pens. I can easily pop the refills out and swap them with ones of different colours. I do have this one which has different colours in. It has two different kinds of reds, a blue and an apricot, which is kind of a yellowy orange. Yeah, and they're all in 0.4, and I use this when I'm doing my planning. The other thing I've realised is when they run out, you can see here that these ones are running out in the barrel in comparison to these ones which are quite full still. I've realised that when they run out, they run out. Like, you know how with biros it's like you can't tell whether it's run out or if it's just kind of jammed or something. I feel like the ink is just so smooth in these that basically when they run out, that's it. You know, you can scribble it as much as you want, but no more ink is going to come out, and I really like that. So I feel like you really get your money's worth with the refills because you do get all of the ink out of them, and I've never actually found that with any pen before. A couple of cons with this one especially, it has the grip on this part of the pen, so obviously when you're writing you're not slipping about. These ones, all of these ones don't have grip on it, they're just a plastic barrel, but this one has like a little rubber grip, which when I'm using it in a planner or trying to put it in the little pen loop, it tends to jam. These ones fit in it a lot better. They're still quite tight because the Coleto barrels are quite wide in comparison to a biro or something. But yeah, that's the only mega con that I found with the Coleto pens, is that they just are a little bit chunky to fit in every kind of Filofax pen loop. But I feel like when you're buying a Filofax, you're kind of taking that risk anyway. If you have a favourite pen at the time, it might not fit in the Filofax that you want it to fit in. So yeah, there's definitely that to consider if you are thinking of getting them. I hope you enjoyed this little video on my Coleto pens. I feel like this little collection is going to grow. I really want to find some more pattern barrel ones. Remember to take a look in the description for any links to anywhere that I've mentioned in this video. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions and I will do my best to answer them. As always, thank you guys so much for watching and I will speak to you in my next video.